Can't find it, y'all. Disappeared. Getting there. Can't find what I'm looking for. I'm getting aggravated. Anyway, so I am popping up to show y'all the aftermath of this accident that we got going on at 291. What the hell? 291 and Penn right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pop out and show you what's good. Can't find my cigarettes. I'm kind of aggravated. It's crazy because I literally just left the area. I can't tell you what, about, I don't know, 10 minutes before I was head. But this, whew, it's a little crazy. So, as of right now, 291 is locked completely. They're letting some traffic through on kind of sort of on Penn Street. Everybody else, if you're coming down coming down to or from 91. I just left work. I just left here like 10 minutes before it happened. I'm like, dang. Right. All the tow truck guys are out here. So this is a tow truck. They said they're gonna have to get a wrecker out here for the tow truck. This is the tow truck. Side over here, show y'all the car. This is what the car looks like, bruh. But yeah, so this is 291. 291 is blocked both ways at Penn Street. Penn Street can get down. This is Penn Street coming like from the post office way. Can get down, make the left on the 291, but that's about it. Everybody else has to detour. See people coming down here, they're gonna dip around, turn around, or come down Penn Street. There's a lot of traffic around this way. It's a huge scene right now. A lot of people out, a lot of people looking, a lot of people gawking. Multiple injuries. At least 4 people taken to the hospital. Unknown injuries at this time. Got a shot of the car here. So he come around from the other side. Look, the channel 6 is over there. I'm over there too. You feel me? He be on everything. Not walking through crazy. Not this time. He right over here on top of it where it's at. So this is where I'm gonna be at. This is what the other side of the tow truck look like. Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I just left work. Y'all just came from here like 10 minutes ago. Just came from here like 10 minutes ago. What's up? Hey, right on top of it, huh? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the car. So as y'all can see, this is a huge scene. Right here. Ladder 82 on the scene, engine 82 on the scene. Crime scene been requested. Everything is totaled. We have at least 4 occupants of these vehicles have been transported to Crozier. Their conditions are unknown at this time. But yeah, guys, it's not good over here at all. You see, I'm right on top like I usually am. Coming from the other side. We're at 291 and Penn Street for vehicle versus tow truck. 4 people transported to Crozier for injuries. At least one was unconscious at the time. As I said, guys, this is a huge scene right now. This is a big time accident. Everything is blocked. All traffic is being detoured. 291 is currently blocked in both directions. If you're coming from the Eddystone side of 291, you're getting detoured off onto Penn Street. If you're coming from Penn Street, you're getting detoured off onto the other side of 291, or you could take 3rd over, you know, to get around everything. These guys back here have no freaking clue where they're going because everything's blocked off right now. And because nobody can get around from back there. Look at all this. They all stuck back here. Can't nobody go nowhere. Nobody knows where to go. Tow company is, I said Delaware County Towing? Miss it. I put it up. No, make it this car. It's not a red car. It's a it's my coloring might be off a little bit. It's actually kind of like an orangey, tannish orange color. I can't even. Crazy part is I can't even tell the make and model because it's so jacked up. As I said, there's a lot going on here. Nobody really knows what exactly is going on. They did dispatch crime scene out to figure out what's going on. They brought the other wreckers out here to tow the tow truck. Like I said, they're sending everybody over this way now. Yeah, I can't even tell. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm about to, going back up through the comments here. Y'all asking me if it's a DOA? No DOA. Okay, I will. Now I was hearing that Twin Oaks was on their way. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was Delaware County Towing. I'll get back around the other side. Just let you guys know in a second. Like I said, I can't even get a make, a model, nothing on any of this stuff. Slide back around the other way. Catch it from this side so I can show you guys. Look at the car from this side. Yeah. We have at least, yeah, Delaware County Towing is the tow truck company that's involved in the accident. This is the car. 4 occupants have been transported to Crozier. At least one was unconscious. This is the car. Chris, this is the car right here. I'm trying to, the tape is blowing in my way. But as you guys can see, this is 291. We're at Penn Street. Everything is blocked off here. Everything's getting detoured off onto Penn Street. Everything is blocked off this way. Nobody can get anywhere. Gotta take 3rd as an alternate. You can't even get a, well, actually, no, they're detouring everybody off now. So, yeah, you're kind of shit out of luck if you're trying to get anywhere. They just blocked off Penn Street. So if anybody's got to go back up, you guys are going to have to go up 5th to Avenue of the States and swing around the post office and go that way to get around. Like, everything is just completely screwed up traffic-wise here. Clayton, I don't believe, is recovering. They are, they need like they're gonna need a heavier duty wrecker to pick this one up. This is the tow truck. The tow truck is completely gone. The only thing that's left is a flatbed. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Cindy, that like they can, to come back around and come back out. Like they trying to swing people around and all over the place. It is, like I said, it is a hot mess over here. All the way around, hot mess over here. So if you guys are just tuning in, see that the views are kind of bouncing up and down here. We're at 291 and Penn, where traffic is blocked in both directions due to an accident. Vehicle, sedan versus tow truck. And we have reports of 4 injuries. I actually saw all 4 ambulances on their way to Crozier as I was coming up here to cover this. At least 1 person was unconscious. Do not know the conditions of any of the occupants of these vehicles at this time. The way this wind is blowing, this crime scene tape, it's like up, down, up, down. Yeah, you guys can tell just by, I mean, look at the front of the car, look at the front of the tow truck. Like, you can only imagine what it sounded like. Yeah, you can only imagine what it sounded like when with the collision. Thank goodness for airbags, though. I mean, that's not all this is all airbag in here. This is not anything from behind there to see through. That's all airbags. So yeah, so as of right now, they are still detouring traffic. Everything is still a mess. Like I said, everything is going to be a mess. These guys come up behind me.
That first thing coming? Huh? That first thing coming? I have a truck here. Huh? Why not? I told my truck to mom was not there. I told red flatbed.
Listen.
I told him red flatbed with that truck.
Was there any kids in the car? I don't know if there were any kids in the car. I know there were 4 occupants. I know that at least one was unconscious. I don't know if any of the occupants were children. What hit the car? It's the tow truck. I don't know who hit who. I don't know who was going where. I don't know who hit who. But it was sedan versus tow truck. That is all I know at this point. I know they both are a mess. They had to have been going fast. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's why I was like, wait, hold up a second. Y'all know how I do when I get quiet. I usually talk through the whole live, but when I go quiet, it's because I'm listening. I can't hear for shit to begin with, so I'm gonna dip down here so I'm below this caution tape that keeps flapping up in my face. So, like I said, we're bouncing around. Last time I said it, we were around 230. Now we're up closer to 300 here. So if you guys are just tuning in, we are at 291 and Penn, where traffic is blocked in both directions due to a sedan versus flatbed tow truck crash smack in the middle of 291. At least 4 occupants have been transferred to Crozier. Conditions unknown at this time. However, we do know that at least 1 patient was unconscious when transported. Am I a news reporter? I guess you could say that. I don't know. Is that what y'all want to call me? Y'all want to call me a news reporter? I just want to let y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I rock. News reporter at night, mail lady during the day. Sounds good to me, right? Alright, so somebody's saying tow truck ran a red light and hit the car. No, I'm not saying nothing because I don't know for a fact what happened. So, you know, that's why they got crime scene out here. He's sitting over here waiting to do his job, because that's their job. But what they did say is that 291 is going to be closed in both directions for quite a while until crime scene comes out, does their investigation, until, you know, the vehicles get cleaned up. They have there's like 2 or 3 tow trucks behind me, and I don't know who's pulling what right now. I know who got dispatched out to it. I don't know if they're pulling it or not. But as you guys can see, it is horrible. And it's crazy. Like, all, you know, you're looking at oil all over the road. I see car parts and pieces just everywhere scattered throughout. I see shoes. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, I don't have the condition on any of the victims at this time. I can tell you that 4 people were transported via ambulance to Crozier. I can tell you that at least 1 was unconscious. That is all I know at this time. I don't know any of the conditions, like I said, of the victims. I have no idea. This is at 291 and Penn Street. Like I said, Penn Street. Yep, 291. That's 3rd Street over there. This is the roofing company. Kind of give you guys like a geographical location of where we're at here. No fatality on the scene. Roadway is shut down just specifically because of the, the majority of the roadway is taken up. What they wanted to do was they wanted to close the entire roadway until crime scene got here and was able to do their investigation without anything getting in the way, put it that way. So as you can see, this is a huge, I'm right on top of the tape here. The whole intersection is cordoned off here. The only thing that's getting down right now is If you're coming from the Eddystone side on 291, they're detouring you off onto Penn Street. And, you know, there are ways to get around. So if anybody's coming home anywhere, if you got loved ones that are coming home that normally take 291, give them a heads up, let them know to take, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th, you know, whichever way they need to go. Around this way, you would take 5th straight up across the post office to detour around this, and then bang the right at the post office and come back up 291 on Avenue of the States. Slide back here. Ugh. Yes, I was saying, as of right now, we don't know of any fatalities. There were no fatalities on scene. However, at least one person was unconscious. There was entrapment in the vehicle, and four people were transferred to Crozier by ambulance. Yeah, several tow companies are on site waiting. Yeah, they absolutely are. Oh, shit. My legs. So I can't stand up here. This is, yeah, this is who they dispatched out. They dispatched out Twin Oaks with the heavy-duty wrecker to pull this one off. Got trucks back here blocking the way. There's another truck on the other side of the Twin Oaks wrecker. Twin Oaks was, if I'm not mistaken, was the one that was dispatched out to clear this flatbed tow truck out of the middle of the road. So, sedan versus flatbed tow truck. I'm not going to, assume anything. Obviously, with the amount of destruction to both of the vehicles, it looks as though it's a good possibility that both were traveling at a fairly high rate of speed at the time of the collision. We're at 291 and Penn Street, where 4 people were taken to the hospital by ambulance. Injuries, condition unknown at this time, with at least, I should have the scanner with me. I don't. With at least one person that was unconscious at that time. Now I want to know, why did he haul ass down there? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. He just said, y'all, it's far down there. Y'all can't see what I'm looking at. I don't think right this second. But this guy in the red shirt said something about, "Are you the investigator?" or something like that. And then he not took off, but he went down the road, and the cop peeled off and it came up to him, and now he's walking back over there. I don't know if he's got information. What the hell? Alright, so this guy in the red shirt down here, like I said, y'all can't see what I just saw. My eyes are not that good, but y'all can't see what I just saw. There's somebody in a red shirt just asked for something. He ended up walking down the street, and the cop went down, I guess, to speak to him or whatever. I don't know if he's maybe a witness in the accident, but the officer just searched him, and he got into the back of the car, and now he's coming back. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what this is about. So I was gonna hang it up, but now I want to know. Now I'm busy. I want to know what's going on. A second. Okay, going back up. The flatbed involved was Delaware County Towing. I do not know the make and model of the car. Trying to figure out what's going on with this guy over here. I'm really confused. I guess the reason why I'm still here, I don't know. So yeah, if you guys are tuning in, you are at 291 and Penn Street for sedan versus flatbed. Yeah, that's not Sue. That's what I'm trying to figure out. They're over. I don't know if he's with the towing company or if what's going on, because he's over talking to somebody over on this side now. Yeah, so we're at 291 in Penn for sedan versus flatbed. Delaware County Towing flatbed. 4 people have been transported to Crozier via ambulance. At least one patient was unconscious at the scene. None of the conditions are known at this time. Listening. Give me a second. Yeah. Chester City Incident Blog. Chester City Incident Blog. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep my ears out. I'm gonna hop off this live. I do gotta go home and get dinner started and stuff. So, like I said, if y'all was just tuning in, it's 291 and Penn Street for sedan versus Delaware County Towing flatbed. I said we can't, assume anything at this time, but it does look like both vehicles were going at a fairly decent rate of speed at the time of the crash. 4 people have been transported to Crozier via ambulance. At least one person was unconscious on the scene. This is not a fatality on the scene. However, I cannot, I can't give any insight to what's going on at the hospital right now. But Mitsubishi Lancer, okay. All right, so we have a make and model of a car now. All right, Kadira, that's good. I'm happy you got a hold of your sister. I said I don't know who was driving. Somebody said, hold on, let me scroll up a little bit here. Somebody, hold on. Hold on. Somebody said it. Somebody just said that they knew. It was 3 in 1. Whatever I read, somebody said it was 3 in 1. Oh, okay. Everybody, I'm here now. I heard it over the intercom. They were on their way. Everybody is running around like crazy. 1 male, 1 female, 3 males. That was what one of the comments said from above. Tow trucks behind me are, I can't even tell. I can't tell who this white tow truck is. My sight is horrible as well as everything else. And well, what the hell? Twin Oaks was here. I don't know what the hell just happened to them. They were here. They're not where they were. They're gone now. But yeah, Twin Oaks was here. I don't know where they went. I can't tell the other truck, like, walking back that far. I'm lazy. Sorry. But that's about it. You know, crime scene is gonna do their thing, and because of the width of everything, you know, this is 1 lane, 2 lane, 3 lanes. There's technically one open lane of traffic here, but there's still debris everywhere in the roadway, regardless of where you are. So until further notice, until crime scene does their thing and investigates what they need to investigate, and until the remainder of the scene is cleared up, until the oil dry is put down, until the tow truck is towed, until the car is towed, until all the debris is removed out from the road, as far as we know, 291 will be remaining closed for the foreseeable future, at least for the next probably hour or two, if not more, while CSI investigates this accident. But as for that, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. There's not anything more that I can tell you that I haven't told you already. So, like I said, we're just gonna wait on crime scene to do their thing. If I hear anything else updated, I will let you know. And yeah, that's about it. If anybody else hears anything, feel free to hit me up and let me know. Especially if you guys hear anything about the occupants of the vehicles that are in the hospital and the conditions of them. That's out of my jurisdiction. So A and C towing is the white tow truck. Okay. Yes, like I said, their crime scene's here. They're doing, you know, accident investigator just pulled up. Everybody's doing what they got to do. They're surveying the vehicles right now, and like I said, 291 is going to be shut down for the foreseeable future, at least for the next hour or so, probably until they get this scene completely cleared. So, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Gotta go home, make dinner, and do some more laundry, and hopefully I don't have to see you guys anymore again 2 nights. It would be nice if the city could let me rest for a day. That'd be great. So, guys, I will check you later. Be safe out here. Remember social distancing. Stay 6 feet apart. And if you have not watched the rebroadcast of the live stream that I've shared to the page of the mayor's press conference from yesterday, I highly suggest that you do so. If you haven't seen it yet, there is some pertinent and important information that I think you guys need to know if you haven't heard it yet, when it has to do with vehicle searches and closures of the basketball courts and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that I'm pretty sure you guys, it hasn't completely made it around yet to everybody. And I've only had maybe 1 or 2 people hit me up before I had posted it and been like, hey, did you hear this? And I'm like, no, I didn't. You know, I was tagged in it. So scroll down a couple posts or 2. It's on my page. Check it out. You know, listen to what the mayor has going on here for us for this whole coronavirus, social distancing, plus the gun violence that's plaguing the city as of right now. And what's that? Somebody just came back. Rick's just spun around. Maybe I'll stick around for a little bit longer. I don't know. I know I need a cigarette though, and I can't find them. All right, guys. That's about it for me. Have a good night. Y'all stay safe, and I will see y'all when I see y'all.